he would step across the line. Habitually. He's a habitual line stepper.
Snap, crackle, pop.
Jesus.
There goes Aaron Rodgers' Achilles. Thanks for joining us on the Habitual Line Steppers podcast. I am Garrett Charles Langley Henson.
And I am Terry Ricardo DeShazo the second. What's up? You back?
I would never take pleasure in another person's injury, but I'd take a little pleasure in the Jets fans getting their hopes up the entire offseason, going on Hard Knocks,
That's
and
cold.
then all of those hopes being dashed, torn asunder, thrown to the side, obliterated on
Ruptured.
the third snap. Ruptured, thank you. On the third snap of the first game of the season.
I thought it was the fourth snap. Wait, which are we counting the Achilles as a snap, or which snap was it? I'm trying to figure out the exact amount of snaps.
I meant to say the third snap. I guess you're right. It was the fourth snap.
God, A-Rod. First of all, we like to just say that sucks for him, but for the Jets, take a hard one and ram it up yourselves. That's all I got to say about you guys. So cocky. My God. Couldn't happen to a worse fan base, to be honest. For a team that have not won anything in the last, 50 years?
Since fucking Joe Namath was out there in Super Bowl I.
Molesting girls? Yeah, no, allegedly. Yeah, but this dude, damn, bruh, they're done. What do you think about this, man? This sucks.
Yeah.
For football, it sucks.
Put a fork in them. I mean, this is a wrap. They're going to have Zach Wilson again as their quarterback. We saw what that looked like last year.
Yeah.
I don't know if he managed to absorb, via osmosis, how to play quarterback in the NFL just by hanging out with Aaron Rodgers. But I wouldn't bet on it.
Nah, I think, maybe IQ-wise, he probably got 10% better. But if their O-line is still the same, they can't pass block at all. For some reason, the running backs can go wild, but you ask them to drop back and pass block, they're just like, I don't know what to do. It's fucking ridiculous. And even Aaron Rodgers, he got pressured on each snap. Literally every snap he tried to drop back and throw, he was pressured. Then he finally got sacked, and that's how he got hurt. Yeah, it's not looking too good for whoever they get. I don't think they're going to end up with Zach Wilson. What do you think is going to happen with your boy?
I think they're going to rock with Zach Wilson. I'm not going to lie. We
They're
heard,
not street balling?
Nah, man. We heard Colin Kaepernick reached out. They said...
his agent, yeah.
Yeah, we're good.
Why does he still have an agent? He hasn't played football in 7 years. Why does he have an agent still?
Someone's got to help him get book deals, Terry.
Okay, got it.
Someone's got to direct the crowd of 40 to 50 people to where he can sign their book.
Is the guy a talent agent? There's no way this dude has a sports agent. That makes no sense. It has to be just like a talent agent.
I don't understand why Colin Kaepernick hasn't been playing in the fucking Canadian League or the Arena League or something like that. Go out there and dominate for a year, and then maybe you can get back in. Kurt Warner did it. You think you better than Kurt Warner?
I guess so. Maybe it's beneath him. Right? He's not coming back to the league. He tried to sue the NFL. The owners would have had to give them some money. He's not coming back. They're not letting him back in the league. So besides that point,
Tom Brady ain't coming back.
Nah, what is he, 45? That's crazy.
Yeah, he ain't coming back. I don't see anybody riding in, over the sunset here to save the day for the New York Jets.
Nah, it'd have to be a trade.
Yeah, it's like that whitewater rafting shit that Pat Riley says all the time. You have to be an active participant in your own rescue. No one is coming to save the New York Jets but the New York Jets.
Yeah. Man, it's just horrible, bro. So you don't think they're getting anybody off the street? So street-wise, it'd be Nick Foles, Carson Wentz, Tom Brady. That's pretty much it. I can't think of anybody else I would want off of the streets that would make any sense.
Yeah, I'm good on all those. Cam Newton, another possible name that I'm good on.
Yeah, I guess he can't throw anymore. It's unfortunate. Yeah, I guess that's tough, bro.
Yeah, Colt McCoy.
I don't. You know who I would actually want, but he hasn't played in a while. Would be like Ryan Fitzpatrick. He'd be perfect.
Oh, that's low key, actually.
Yeah, but he's been gone for I think 3 years, maybe 2. That's a bit long.
What about Atlanta Falcons' own Matt Ryan. He says that he's been working out, waiting for a call.
That might not be the worst. If we're talking just off the street, that might not be the worst. Trade-wise now, you got any trade options? You got a QB you'd like to see, or you just wanting to rock with Zach?
Man, in terms of trade options,
Famous Jameis?
Is he under contract?
Well, I mean, you can still trade for him. That's probably, like a 5th-round pick?
I was like, is he on a team? Is he on the Saints?
Yeah, he's on the Saints still.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't give up a 5th-round pick so that I could win 8 games. I'll probably be able to do that anyway.
I mean, hold on. Wait a minute. They just beat a decent team in the Bills. Pretty much just straight defense and Garrett Wilson.
Yeah.
I mean,
Josh Allen also threw 4 interceptions.
Defense, baby.
Didn't play all preseason. We saw across the NFL how horrible quarterback play was in week 1. All these guys are rusty. Nobody took any reps into preseason. They're like, oh, man, this is a lot faster. Windows are a lot tighter. I ain't got no time to think.
Yep.
I think this is more of an aberration. I don't think they can continue to play like without an offense and just be like, yeah, we'll just D it up all game long.
Well, I can understand interceptions. I'll give you that. But Josh Allen fumbles, I don't know about that, buddy. I don't know. He's just a turnover machine. Like, we've already kind of went over this. But the Jets defense is good. I'll give you a little bit of that. I'll give you some of that preseason shit. Also, Kenny Pickett sucked, and he played all the preseason, so shout out to him for kind of maybe disproving all this. But, yeah, you're right. Week 1 is a little wacky.
Do you think Aaron Rodgers retires? Do you think that he'll come back? Like, will we ever get to see the possibility of what he could bring to the Jets come to fruition?
Brother, I do not know what is on his mind ever. Like, I can't predict any moves that he'll do. But honestly, if I was him, I mean, you're already a Hall of Famer. You already have a Super Bowl. I don't know. I probably would try to come back. That's just the athlete in me. But I feel like he should retire. Like, he's done. He's 39.
Yeah. Well, it's like he contemplated it for the last 2 off seasons. He's going on darkness retreats to be one with his thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
If he already had this weighing on his mind when he felt like he was healthy and he had a point to prove, I can't imagine that like motivation, getting even more coming off a horrific injury that's really hard to come back from.
Redemption.
I hope we get to see it, man. I hope Aaron Rodgers, we get to see him in the green and white. Right now, though, it looks like we're a long time from that, and it is going to be an even longer season for the New York Jets.
So Jets missing playoffs now, huh?
Ben had him missing the playoffs, dog.
I mean, what about the Bills? You had the Bills missing the playoffs as well?
Yes, I did.
Bills. Look out for the Bills. That was a horrible game for your boy Josh Allen. Should we dissect that game, or should we just, move on? Because that shit was horrific. That was absolutely awful.
Before we move on, I wanted to touch a little bit on how he got injured and some of the calls to action from around the NFL about changing those playing surfaces from artificial turf to natural grass.
Oh, you think it's just the turf? Go ahead.
No,
I want to hear you.
I don't, but the NFLPA released a statement urging the NFL owners to change it to grass. David Bakhtiari, Aaron Rodgers' former teammate and current left tackle for the Packers, he tweeted out, "Congrats, NFL. How many more players have to get hurt on artificial turf? You care more about soccer players than us. You plan to remove all artificial turf for the World Cup coming up. So clearly it's feasible. I'm sick of this. Do better."
I think he's right.
We already see. I mean, Messi got he got half the stadium changed to grass in 2 weeks.
Yeah, not for sure. He's totally right. I didn't even know we were going to talk about this today. He's completely right. And honestly, the NFL, of all the sports franchises in the world, the NFL is the most profitable. So they're going to be that cheap, bro? They're going to be that cheap where they won't change it from turf to grass, and that might cost you, $100,000? And you make billions? Like, come on, bro. I mean, even if it costs $2 million to change it to grass, what's $2 million out of $1 billion? 2% of your fucking revenue, bro. Like, come on, dude. What are we doing here, bro?
penny wise and pound foolish. They're like, oh no, but then we'd have to cancel the 85 South concert that's going on a Wednesday night to roll the grass out. We can't do that. We can't lose any entertainment revenue.
Oh man, it's fine. Just roll out the fucking what do you call it? The sawed on. I forget. I can't think of it. Yeah, sod. Roll on grass. Like it's fine. Just throw that out there. It's not that. It's fine.
Do you think that they're right that the NFL owners care more about soccer players than NFL players?
No, they just care about saving money. Like that's it.
I think soccer players just have their shit together more in terms of like they're like, yeah, we're just not going to do it. So if you don't change the grass, we'll play the World Cup in Mexico. If you don't give Messi some grass, then he's not going to fucking play. Like they're like, hey, that's cool if you guys don't want us to come, but if you want us to come, it needs to be grass. And the NFL is out here like, listen, I'll forget my kids' names in a couple years. Like I'm willing to suffer for the sport. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Of course. I don't think it's necessarily just the soccer players in general, but I mean, the World Cup is the biggest event in the world, soccer-wise, sports-wise in general. And Messi makes, what, fucking 3 teams' salary? Like, come on, bro. What are we talking about? Of course they're going to change the grass for him. They're not going to change the grass for you. You missed a cut block and got Aaron Rodgers' fucking Achilles snapped. So why are we talking to you for? You missed a cut block. Get out of here, bro. I know you feel awful about it. You should. Because you can't miss a cut block. Garbage ass. He's 38 too. Get him out of here. Retire.
Who could have predicted that Aaron Rodgers would take some hits behind this offensive line?
He got pressured every single time, and he only dropped back 3 times. 100% pressure. Good stuff, Jets. No backup plan. Keeping Zach Wilson. Yo, they got me pissed. I wasn't even pissed when we started this. Now I'm mad.
You know how each NFL team has like a little slogan, a mantra that they have up in the locker room, whether it's like all gas, no brakes, or what was the Warriors shit? It was like only as strong as our weakest link or some shit like that.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I like what you proposed for the Jets. No backup plan. Put it in the facility.
Cursed. Just put cursed. And everybody tap it when they go onto the field. That's sad. And, bro, all the hype, bro. That game was so hyped up. It was like, I think the biggest Monday Night Football game on ESPN ever. Yeah. It was like 22.3 million people or something like that. And, I mean, damn. 4th play of the game, 3rd play of the game. Demoralized. But Jets still won the game. So, I mean, 1-0. Bills 0-1.
Can we go ahead and flex the Jets off of all national TV games for the rest of the season? Can we just go ahead and make that move now?
I mean, I don't know, bro. They're still exciting. They're still decent. Like their defense is, they got a top 5 defense and a top 5 run game. You can't. It's not over yet, bro.
Meanwhile, I got a bottom 5 fantasy team drafting fucking Garrett Wilson with my 2nd pick. Travis Kelce with my 1st pick. He had like 11 points. It wasn't nothing. Slight work.
It had like something.
Fucking 30 yards.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is the yards are going to be like tough to come by, and they're not going to take any chances with Zach Wilson, man. Honestly, bro, I would be shocked that they finish the season or even get to week 6 with Zach Wilson, bro. Like that would shock me, man. It really would. But teach their own. If you want to lose, lose. If you want to count them, go ahead, bro.
I don't even know. Do they even own their own 1st-round pick this year? I remember they made a bunch of draft day trades to get back in the draft the last 2 years. They may not even have anything to tank for.
They're too good to tank, bro. That's the problem. Their defense is too good to tank. Like the Bills were a top 6 offense last year. They scored 16 points yesterday or Monday. Yeah, they scored 16 points on Monday, bro.
And the Jets scored 17 off 5 turnovers.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Let's see what they got. Looks like they got a 1st rounder. Hold on. Oh. Contingencies.
Uh-oh.
Contingencies. So it says, I see something that says Aaron Rodgers plays 65% of snaps. Hold on.
What about 0.65% of snaps?
Wait a minute.
That was cute.
Oh man, no, I think they keep the first rounder because it could have been a swap with the Packers, but Aaron Rodgers isn't going to play 65% of the snaps. So,
Well, Jets fans, there's your silver lining. All right. Tank it, put it right in the toilet bowl. At least you'll be able to get a top pick next year. A team that's not planning on tanking, though, Terry, was the Cincinnati Bengals. Although you couldn't tell by how they performed on week 1. They got dismantled by the Browns. Joe Burrow was running for his life. My man had like 100 passing yards for the entire game. He didn't even play the fourth quarter. They were like, you're done, dude. Like, you're going to get hurt out there. They're like, we're throwing in the towel. What did you make of the Bengals-Browns game? Do you think this is more the Browns letting everybody know, hey, we're for real? Or do you think this is the Bengals just coming out sloppy, unprepared, and not ready for game 1 of the regular season?
I'll give you a view of my life and why I think the way I think. This game right here is exactly the reason why football is probably my 4th or 5th favorite sport to watch. There is no fucking way in hell that if what would you say Joe Burrow is a top 3 quarterback, top 4?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He's a top 4 player in the game. In any other sport, maybe besides baseball, if your top player in your league misses the preseason, he's going to play like that. That is absolutely awful. I cannot excuse timing. I can't excuse bad O-line. That shit was just awful. 3 fucking points from Joe Burrow versus the Browns, who I get it. Their defense looked great, but this is I just unwatchable. The shit was unwatchable. Like, that game was unwatchable. There's so many bad quarterback plays during that game. It makes me sick, man. They look bad, but like you said before, they missed the preseason, so that counts a lot. So we'll see. They're going to get better throughout the season, but this is ugly, bro. That's fucking ugly as shit. I hated it.
So, yeah, you're going more of a Bengals capitulation than Browns planting their flag?
Yeah, but because the Bengals were 0-2 last year, and we panicked. We did the same thing, so I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt being an actual good team, even though they lost some pieces, but Burrow's still good. Chase is good. They have a really good receiving core. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt of being a really good team, and they just lost. Browns kicked their ass. Browns look good, though. Deshaun Watson didn't really show me a lot, but still, we got more games to go, so hopefully he'll give me something.
Yeah.
What do you think about the game?
He found a way to scamper into the end zone on a design quarterback run. I like to see him going out there using his legs as well as his arm.
Yep.
I got a stat for you, Terry. To me, this is the most telling stat of the entire game, and this is why I picked Myles Garrett to win Defensive Player of the Year. The Browns' defense, average time to pressure, so the amount of time from when the ball was snapped to them putting hands on the quarterback, was 1.9 seconds against the Bengals.
They were all over his ass.
This motherfucker couldn't even get 2 seconds, much less 3 seconds.
Yeah, that was tough. Did Myles Garrett get some sacks up in there or no?
Yep.
Did he get one?
He was coming from everywhere. Left side, right side, inside. Whew. I mean, these motherfuckers had to have their head on a swivel because you didn't know where he was coming from moment to moment. And they were blitzing Joe Burrow crazy. You know, like, he was the least blitz quarterback in the NFL last year. Only 16% of the time teams blitzed him. The Browns blitzed him 40% of the time in this game. They got the fuck after him. I think the Browns are planting their flag on this one, man. Obviously, I picked them to make the playoffs, but
you did.
I think this is a statement win. They can shut people down on defense. They can make elite quarterbacks look average with that crazy pass rush, and they can run the football on just about anybody.
Yeah.
So I think the Cleveland Browns are for real.
Defensively, for sure. It's just season's going to rely on Deshaun, and I think Deshaun, you know, if you got one of those great defenses and good running game, and, you know, 49ers got like Brock Purdy, the Falcons last year had Marcus Mariota, Jets had Zach Wilson, so it's like Deshaun's better than any of those guys. He's one of the top paid quarterbacks. There's a lot of expectations on his hands. I think the Browns are going to be good. I think you're right, bro. But it's just week 1. And like we were saying, the game was it was raining hard as shit for a majority of the game. So
Yeah.
it's hard to say, man. It's really hard to say. But I think they definitely showed the NFL that they're coming. They're definitely coming. They might be here. I don't know.
We shall see. In the words of my infamous co-host,
They looking good, man.
we did see on the opening game of the NFL the Detroit Lions take a step forward to winning the NFC North as they took down the reigning Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah.
Obviously, the Chiefs were without mine first round draft pick in fantasy football, Travis Kelce. I think that they had wished that they were without Kadarius Toney as well.
Oof,
After
man.
he had probably the most impactful performance of any player in the NFL, but not in a good way.
Yeah. He pulled a Harry Maguire. Soccer reference for you.
Oh my god!
It was pretty bad, man. He what was it? Officially on the books for Kadarius Toney. 1 catch, 1 yard. Good shit.
And that is painting a rosy picture. My man gave up a pick six from a ball that went off his hands. It was running the wrong routes, dropped a bunch of wide open third down conversions.
Yeah.
Like,
because he missed all of preseason as well, right? If I'm not mistaken.
I think so.
I think he missed every single preseason game and like some of the training camp. He was like out for a while. He had like surgery or something, getting back, rehab for like 6 weeks. So at this point, I swear to God, if somebody misses all of preseason, I'm like, look, bro, you're just not going to start. Like these performances during this week 1 is fucking ridiculous because he had 1 rush for -1 yards as well.
Yeah.
I mean, this dude, 2 fucking plays officially, 0 yards. Just don't even start. Don't even play. Play somebody else.
The first NFL player with a negative PFF score in like 10 years.
Crazy. Just don't play at that point. There was no reason for us to see him. He played like shit. He made Mahomes look bad at points.
Yeah. Especially because Justin Ross played like 5 snaps, caught a touchdown, and then didn't see the field the rest of the game as Mahomes was throwing to Billy Bob Thornton and, you know, the guy from the Bad News Bears. And
dude, like how many people caught a ball in that Thursday night game? I'm counting Tony, Ross, James, Edwards-Helaire, McKinnon, Bell, Rice, Gray, Pacheco, Watson, and Valdez-Scantling. That's like fucking 9-10 people. It's
none of them made an impact.
No, not a single person. But I mean, they just think. I mean, it's not even a think. Like they won the Super Bowl last year, pretty much doing the same thing. But I think they're gonna realize that. I mean, I know Kelce was hurt, but your boy Juju, he was open a lot last year. He runs some great fucking routes. I think they're gonna miss that guy.
Yeah, there's something to be said for competency, like for having replacement level players and not having to put in a dude who single-handedly submarines the game. You know,
that's true. Hey man, it's just 1 game though. Well, did you see anything that you were just like, oh man, I can't believe this. This is crazy.
Yeah, I'm glad you asked. Why the fuck did we mic up Aiden Hutchinson's parents and cut back to them the entire game?
You're going behind the scenes.
Yeah,
I don't know.
So I could watch his mom be on her phone scrolling Instagram and keep going like, what happened? What does that mean? Whose ball is it? Good job. Oh, wait, it was a penalty. Bad job. Oh, it was on the other team. Good job.
I don't know, bro. That was a little weird. I like a lot of times I watch games on mute, so I didn't even know she was saying anything. It didn't look like she was talking anyways. But every time they kept showing her, I was like, what the fuck is going on? I don't know. Like, I'm good on that. I feel like I don't need to see that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm fine with that.
I don't know why we started that in the first place, man. Like, are we going to do this all season long? We're going to pick 1 player and mic up their parents and check in every time they had to make a play?
Like, I know I've seen it in, like, some college games, and I saw it in the, what was it over the summer? The Little League World Series. I saw them do that a lot, but I can understand that. They're kids. I don't need some fucking 20-something-year-old's parents being like, go, son, go. Like, I'm good on that. He's a grown man. And she didn't know anything. What's the point?
Dad, the whole time, get him, Hutch. All right, Hutch. He put the pressure, Hutch. I was like, you better look out, Joe Buck. This guy might take your fucking job.
Yeah, it was idiotic. Shout out to who was that? NBC and Peacock doing some
Yeah.
shit like that.
Yeah.
That was just idiotic.
Hopefully
Lions
we
show
can
you anything?
avoid. Hopefully we can avoid doing that the rest of the year. I like the fake punt on the first drive of the series in their own half.
Bro, that was the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life. But good shit for Dan Campbell. Like, good shit, my guy. That was, ooh man. I don't know, bro. They stayed in the game. The Chiefs defense, of course, is missing Chris Jones. That's a huge piece, and they're missing their actual best target in Travis Kelce. So I'm not sure if they're good yet. I'm gonna need another week because Jared Goff didn't do a whole lot for me either.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I don't think I need another week to tell that the Giants suck.
That was awful, huh? That was
Oh
hard
my
to watch.
god! What does Daniel Jones have to do to be able to sit down in the fourth quarter like Joe Burrow? I mean, it seemed like he tried everything he could to get sat down, but they just wouldn't do it.
Need more reps. If week one told us anything, you need more reps. Give him reps. God, that was hard to watch, man. He's got to be able to pass, though. Wait, but they still don't have receivers, right?
They had Darren Waller or bust.
He didn't do shit. Did he even catch a pass in that game?
If he did, it was not a memorable one.
Let me check if your boy caught a pass. When I even saw him on the field, I was like, Darren Waller. And I was like, why would you go to the Giants, bro? Like, on my life, they probably gave him the most money. So I get if anybody ever, does that decision, I get it. But the, Madden GM in me is like, bruh, I would have taken less money to go to fucking the Chiefs or something. Double it up to tight ends. Go to a team with a good quarterback. He had 3 receptions for 36 yards. He probably didn't do shit. That was awful, man. That was just absolutely awful. But like you were saying with the pass rush of the Browns, I got a stat for you with the Cowboys. You got that defensive rush stat?
I don't for the Cowboys. Tell it to me.
So it was the third most pressure since the year 2000 on any quarterback ever.
God damn.
Yeah, they were all over his ass. I can't blame. I don't know if any quarterback would have done anything during that game, but I do know that Daniel Jones is not good. And the fact that the Giants decided to extend his contract and fucking give Saquon franchise tag, idiotic. Just absolutely idiotic. So shout out to the Giants for doing that. You don't deserve anything, to be fair. This is a good loss for y'all. Fuck you guys, 40-0. Take it all season. It's horrible. They look like shit.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think this is a sign of things to come for the Giants. All last year you guys got it done with smoke and mirrors and excellent coaching and excellent play calling. And people have had 8 months to read the book on you guys and to compile how to make you do stuff that you don't want to do. And apparently that includes pass blocking, Terry.
Horrible. It's horrible. Look, bro, you can't go down 7-0. So you better Dan Campbell it up every first drive. Your first drive, you better go for every fourth down. Go for it. Score. Because once you're down, it's done. It is absolutely over, bro.
Are the Cowboys legit Super Bowl contenders?
I guess.
Like everyone's making them out to be after this blowout win?
I guess. I mean, they looked fantastic defensively. Offense, they still got some shit to work out. But also, when you're winning that easily, it's kind of hard to showcase shit. Like, what's the point in passing if I'm up by that much? So, I kind of get in that point. Yeah.
That's fair. I still wasn't impressed by Dak Prescott. I
don't think I ever have been. Yeah.
It just seems to me that they're going to smash shitty teams like this. But when you play against the best teams, you're going to need decent quarterback play. And,
for sure, yeah.
I still haven't seen enough from Dak to convince me that they're going to be more than one win and out in the playoffs, if not outright get dumped out in the first round.
Yeah, I mean, with games like that, you're never really going to see much from him. I think I will give him this. I think he did do a good job of just being like, all right, this game's over. Let me not just try to give any confidence to the Giants by pretty much. I mean, there's a couple situations where there was I wouldn't say 50-50 balls he could have thrown, but a receiver was kind of open with somebody was rounded, he would just kind of overthrow it. And it kind of felt like he was doing it on purpose. Like somebody would be open, he would just throw it in the dirt. Somebody would be open, he'd throw it over him. I don't know if he's that bad, but it was just too obvious. I was like, I know you pass better than that. So I kind of I could see if he was doing that, but I'm not sure. But defensively, if their defense is like that,
Oh yeah,
they
their
got
defense is
they have a
legit.
chance.
I-
Yeah, it's the same thing with the Browns. Like,
Mm,
who do you trust more, Deshaun Watson or Dak Prescott? And I think at this moment in time, I'm still going to go with Dak, but I'm not sure.
Nope. Nope.
I'm not sure. I mean,
Hey,
the defense was crazy.
if there's
Michael
one
Parsons,
thing-
defensive MVP.
If there's one thing Deshaun Watson has, it's consistency. Even after the first time he got jerked off, he was like, I'm coming back 65
God.
more times. Consistency is key.
Consistently inconsistent. All right. Any other crazy games for you? Your Falcons won. Panthers look like absolute garbage.
Yeah, we could talk about that. Bryce Young off to a very shaky start for a
That was tough. Yeah.
much ballyhooed number one pick. He threw 2 interceptions to Jesse Bates on identical plays. Jesse Bates was tremendous. He also forced a fumble.
Yep.
Pretty much paid his whole salary for the season in
Yeah,
week
no, that was
one.
nice. That was nice. Yep. Division game too. So that's a good
Yeah.
win for them.
But the Panthers just look terrible. Like,
Yeah. Did you watch that game live or did you have to rewatch it?
no, I watched that one live.
That was a tough watch for me, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That was a tough watch, bro.
Yeah, I wouldn't exactly say Desmond Ritter set the world on fire earlier or either.
No.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? My man had, I think at halftime, he had something like 15 yards.
Yeah, he didn't have a lot of yards. It was tough.
But you know what? He also didn't have a lot of turnovers, which enabled us to run the ball down their goddamn throat with
That's what I'm saying.
the best 1-2 punch at running back in the NFL. Tyler Algier brought the thunder, got 2 touchdowns, averaged 5 yards a carry. Bijan Robinson added another touchdown in the air, added 5.5 yards per carry on the ground, and we just gashed the Carolina Panthers with our 2
it's
running
tough.
backs.
And the Panthers have a decent defense, to be fair. Oh, and also we gotta say, fucking JC Horn out again, man. I don't know exactly what the injury was, but it looked like he tore his ACL again, bro.
Oh my God! Seriously, I
That's-
didn't even see that.
Yeah, he was out pretty early. He was playing well, he was covering well, but he
No.
walked off the field first quarter, man.
No, I saw he left. I didn't hear the ACL part. That's terrible.
No, that's what I'm saying. It looked
I
like it.
know.
I'm not sure exactly what happened, but yeah, he was out pretty early. It sucks. But
Well, they were fine without him. I mean, Drake London had 0 catches. He had 1 target he dropped. He had a couple false start penalties. Desmond Ritter
Yeah.
didn't look his way at all. Kyle Pitts, there are 4 photos of him standing all by himself in the frame with his arms above his head.
yeah,
Can't
So-
get the ball to him.
I need a better camera angle than the regular TV angle though, because like sometimes you can always see shit like that, but then it's like the pass rush probably just got there and he had to look another way. Like you
Yeah.
know how the
That's
progressions
exactly
go.
what happened. That's exactly what
Yeah.
happened when you zoom out. It was Desmond Ritter was running for his damn life.
yeah. I mean, look, the Panthers have a good defense, and y'all scored 24 on them, so got to give you credit for kind of driving down. Even though your boy didn't look great, but Bijan looked pretty explosive, and Algier was doing his thing. Couldn't be
Yeah.
stopped. I told you about Algier. I drafted his ass.
He's
I like
nasty.
that motherfucker. I
Motherfucker-
like Bijan, but Algier's getting the touchdowns. He's a goal line boy, except for that one throw. Bijan's lucky he got that cut. Oh, that was a disgusting touchdown too, though. I'll
oh
give
my
you that.
lord! Oh my
That was
lord!
gross. That was gross. That was gross.
Did you see his jump cut when he was like 25 yards downfield that made 2 safeties run into each other?
Yeah, yeah.
This
That-
dude is
oh,
running
man.
like 20 miles an hour, and then like he doesn't even slow. Like his
Yeah.
ability to change direction at top speed, it's up there with Tyreek Hill. Now the top
Gotta give
speed
it
is
to him.
not, but the ability to not
Yeah,
slow
yeah.
down, it's really remarkable. Hopefully,
nah,
Bryce
that's crazy.
Young can start to get some continuity and some confidence. I know Panthers fans have spent all offseason extolling the virtues of Bryce Young, telling everyone else how stupid they are for having concerns about drafting a quarterback that's 5'10 and less than 200 pounds.
Yeah.
He managed to avoid getting planted in the turf a bunch, but a cost of that
Yep.
was he got the ball out and gave it back to us.
Yeah, 2 picks. Did he fumble? I don't think he fumbled though, right? It was
Nah,
just 2
he didn't
picks.
fumble. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, honestly, bro, for a rookie, and I believe rookies, I think their win percentage in week 1, all first rounders is like I think I want to say it was below 10%. So, if you were expecting something big and miraculous, look the other way because that shit's not happening. Even Cam Newton's like great debut when he had like 450 yards passing and like 4 touchdowns, in the air, and I think another one on the ground. They still lost the game. So, as good or as bad as a rookie can be, week 1 is definitely not the litmus test to be like, oh, he's going to be great, or oh, this guy sucks. Let's write him off.
Like you mentioned, though, with Cam Newton, at least he came out there and showed his talent. And everyone was like, whoa, we hit on this number 1 pick. With Bryce Young, it's like 200 yards, 2 interceptions, bunch of failed third down conversions.
He didn't even get it 150.
Oh, he didn't?
No, 146. And then he has 17 on the ground. Yeah. I mean, like, in some moments, he looked okay. Is he better than Zach Wilson? Yeah. But if that's your litmus test, that's a bad first-round pick. That's a bad one. But,
Didn't play better than Zach Wilson in week 1.
No, not this year. All right, let's keep it moving.
Panthers, you guys might get a chance to get the number 1 pick next year.
That'd be hilarious. Caleb Williams, if you get it again, they're going to be one of the worst teams because Bryce, he doesn't have anybody to throw to. Yep. You gave away your best receiver, so. And you know what? Let's talk about the fucking Bears.
Thank you. Another team who just had the number 1 pick. They
DJ Moore
siphoned it off to the Panthers. They're like, maybe if you guys pick number 1, everyone will forget that we had the worst record in football last year. After seeing what they put out there against the Packers, I don't think anyone is forgetting. Justin Fields looked hesitant to throw to wide open players. The coaching staff, it was like I was watching the Trubisky film again. They're like, we won't move the pocket. We won't call any design runs for him. We won't have any bootlegs or rollouts. We're going to keep him in between these 2 tackles, and he's going to make 4 reads and then deliver. Like, no, that's never been his game. It's not his game. I don't understand what the Bears are doing. Chase Claypool is out here taking plays off in week 1. Getting roasted on social media for playing half speed for half the game.
He didn't get looked at.
Terry, tell us what happened. I'm sure you watched the game. What happened with these Bears?
We couldn't run the fucking ball. Like, I get that you want Justin Fields to progress as a passer, but just dropping him back straight up, and I think it was for 34 of the 37 attempts. It was just a straight drop back. No, other types
play
of
action,
looks.
roll out, nothing.
Yeah, it's like, I'm like, yo, what is going on right now? I get that we couldn't run. Like, I get it. But you can't just be like, all right, Fields, I know we don't know what you are yet, but fuck it. Like, just throw it. And you could tell because he fucking took off like 9 times. He was like, I can't do this. I gotta go. This is horrible. Like, you have decent receivers, bro. DJ Moore, seemed like he was open a decent amount. Daryl Mooney's always fucking open, it looks like. Claypool, I'm not sure. But Cole Kmet looked open. I mean, there was a lot of people I thought he could have thrown to, and I don't know if he's just rushing through his progressions. I'm not really sure, man, but didn't look great. And our defense sucks. So it's going to be a lot of chances for him to be throwing it. And I'm excited, but I'm not at the same time. Because, like, if he sucks, I'm just going to be demoralizing, bro.
Yeah,
like, it really is.
Your remade linebacker core looked god-awful. And just got abused by Aaron Jones and company. I want to give a shout out to the Bears for making Jordan Love look so good that I had to actually watch Jordan Love. If it weren't for the Bears' performance, I would have continued thinking that Jordan Love is white.
Oh, yeah.
It took until week 1 for me to realize he's light-skinned. That would have changed. I probably would have picked the Packers a little bit higher then.
Yeah, he looked pretty good though. I'm not gonna lie, he looked good. I mean, his completion percentage wasn't great, but 3 passing touchdowns. They moved the ball down the field pretty easily. And we kind of put them in. Our punter gave them really good fucking field position for a decent amount. It looks tough. Packers do look good though. Our defense is really bad though. Giving up 38 to the fucking Jordan Love. That's not a good look.
Whose O-line would you rather have? The Jets or the Bears?
Nah, I'll take the Bears still.
Okay.
I'll still take the Bears. Yeah. Give it to me. Because it's like the speed, like some of the fucking pressures are Justin Fields' fault. But when it's like Aaron Rodgers and Zach Wilson and them, they don't really have a chance to get the fucking ball off. Like they're just on their ass immediately. So I'll take that. Rushing, I'll give you the rushing though. They can rush the ball, the Jets can. But I'm not sure if that's the fucking O-line or just they got good running backs. I don't know.
Well, I know Chicago has neither. I can tell you that much.
Do you remember when you asked me that question last year? You were like, "Well, at least it's exciting to watch, right?" Justin Fields, 1,000 rush yards. I was like, "That ain't exciting. We lost all the goddamn games. They lose the games. Like I don't care how exciting he looks. He sucks. And he looked really bad this game. I'm worried. I might be out week 4.
Justin Fields looked like Josh Allen's first year. That's what he looked like to me. It's like he went to the Bears, they must have gone to the Buffalo Bills school of how to develop a running game. We'll just we'll let quarterback scrambles be the foundation, and then we'll add from there.
Yeah, it was silly because no other running back had more than 30 rush yards. That shit was silly. He honestly reminded me of Joe Webb. It's like he wasn't even looking to pass. He was like, I'm out. Every drop back is like, I'm out of here. Gone.
Maybe Joe Webb could be another option for the Jets.
There you go. So Fields, go ahead.
Oh no, I was going to move on. You got one more thing you want to say about your hometown Bears?
You got 6 games.
Fields?
Yep, that was game 1. You got 5 more to go. Get him out of here if he sucks. We don't have a backup, but I don't care. He's garbage. This shit is horrible. Take it up, baby. Caleb Williams, where you at?
Maybe you can teach him to start backpedaling when the snap goes, like Jay Cutler. Maybe that'll help things.
That'd be like a fucking 1940s quarterback. Legitimately, right now, and we don't talk about college football much, but who's better right now?
Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur.
Yeah.
Shedeur.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Number 1 player in college right now. Goddamn. All right, let's move it on. You want to talk about your least favorite quarterback in the league that gets way too much hype? Mr. Justin Herbert himself?
Yeah. Absolutely. It was next on my list.
Ooh, Chargers, Dolphins. What a game, man, too. Dolphins. Hold on.
Dolphins look explosive. Dolphins look scary. The Chargers found a way to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory once again. Who the fuck can guard Tyreek Hill? Like, are we sure anybody can?
I don't think anybody can, bro. I think your prediction of player of the year, offensive player of the year, might be right if Tua's still there.
Yeah, if he can stay healthy. And did you see how they started using him like in a arena league wide receiver? Like they start putting him in motion like full speed, and then they'll snap it like while he's already built up a head of steam. And now there's like a corner who's like, how the fuck am I going to press this guy? Like, I'm supposed to be down on the line of scrimmage. He already's been sprinting for 25 yards. Like,
yeah, I think they did learn a little bit from last year when Tua was out that, and they already had the most motion, before a snap of any team, but changing it up just a bit right before the snap, that really fucks it up. Because you can't even adjust to that when you're the defense. Like when you do motion and you still give them like 6 or 7 seconds to like adjust to it, that's one thing. But 2 seconds and I'm like, oh, switch, and it snapped, it's over, bro. Look out, NFL.
As soon as Tyreek Hill is even with you, that play is done. Like it's done. You out the play. Like he's gonna be like the Steph Curry of football, man. Just like single-handedly changing how people guard their team. The gravity that he possesses is like you cannot play with one safety high when Tyreek Hill is on the field. Like he must be off coverage, bracketed every time. And once other teams start making that adjustment, it's just going to open so much up for Jalen Waddle, all their running backs who run 4.27s.
Mostert. And Mostert's old. Isn't he like 31? He's still fast as hell. Yeah, he's 31 years old. He's fast as hell, bro.
Yeah, he's crazy fast. The kid that they drafted this year, A-Chain or whatever, he ran a 4.25 at the 40. Their other running back, Jeff Wilson, broke the speed record in the NFL with pads on last season.
Yeah, he didn't play this game, but He was the starter when McDaniels was in San Francisco though, so gotta look out for him when he gets back.
So yeah, Miami are legit. Let's talk about the Chargers, bro. Justin Herbert, the toast of the NFL, 2 off seasons in a row, gets an incredible, gigantic contract, blowing Patrick Mahomes out of the water. There has been nothing but hype and expectation surrounding him in this Chargers offense after they brought in Kellen Moore to call plays from the Cowboys, drafting Quentin Johnson in the first round to add to their receiving core. Did you see a high-powered offense that could go throw for throw with Miami this game?
Not really. They didn't open it up, it seemed like. Don't get me wrong. Justin Herbert can sling the ball. Like, clean pocket. He can throw it far. He has a cannon. But
Kellen Moore, he's like, no, just 7-yard passes to running backs.
Yeah, bro.
We don't need to throw behind the safeties.
He's not fucking Tim Tebow, bro. He's not Dak Prescott. Like, let that man throw the ball. Like, I don't understand what's going on. You got Keenan Allen. You got Mike Williams. Gerald Everett's a decent fucking tight end. Quinn Johnson, like you said, great rookie. What is going on? Now, at this point, I don't even know, like, are they hindering this dude?
Yes, they've been. Brandon Staley is a terrible coach.
No, he sucks. Yeah, he really sucks.
I said it in our season preview. He's a defensive coach who's never had he's never had a decent defense. He keeps bringing in these offensive gurus that have these exotic schemes, but won't do the one thing that their quarterback does best, which is pushing the ball downfield. Like, I'm just so crazy. Unconvinced by the complexion and makeup of this coaching staff. I do think they're holding him back, and I think this will ultimately hold them out from making the playoffs.
Yeah. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. I don't feel bad for Justin Herbert because people are so on his jockstrap that it's just hard, to look at them in the same light because they're just eating his jock. But you can't lose a game where you rush for like 240. Like, that's fucking ridiculous. Like, how do you lose that game? That is inconceivable to me.
You give up 500 yards in the air. That's how you lose
crazy. But like, damn, bro, like what? Time of possession? Like what? Hold the ball. How do you lose that game? Yo, shout out to it though. 466 yards passing. Shout out to it.
Shout out to the Chargers. They found a way to lose a close game without pinning it on the kicker.
At home.
That I will say the coaching staff is finding more and more creative ways to lose. So at least they're back in the lab, huh?
Yeah. But the Dolphins scored last, right? With not much time left, or I didn't really see the end, like the exact end. I didn't see that game live. Too many games. I missed that one.
Yeah, I was watching it. Dolphins scored last.
So your boy Tua just had the game-winning drive on him. Well, I don't know.
Tough titty. Chargers, another season full of promise that's going to go just like every other Charger season has in the last 20 years.
Poor Austin Eckler couldn't get on the team. Somebody pick this guy up. He was an absolute fucking monster yesterday. Somebody pick him up. Or Sunday, my bad. Pick him up. Get him out of San Diego or L.A.
Didn't their backup running back take like as many snaps as he did? Their backup running back had like 18 rushes and caught 5 passes.
Yeah, I was like, 91 yards.
I was like, are we going to do a committee now with Austin Eckler? Is that the plan?
I guess so. It's very, very interesting, bro. The LA, I think it's not even like, it's not Staley's fault that he's still there. Like, he's done enough to get fired. He has done, he's done enough to get fired, straight up. Like, he has. He's not a good coach. Your quarterback is legitimately like a very good talent. And this is his 4th year in the league. Like, they need better coaching. It's fucking horrible. But I don't know. The Chargers owners are just fucking cheap as shit. Let's go to your bold prediction pick in the NFC West, bro. I want to hear you talk about your boys. Seattle versus the LA Rams, who are supposed to be the worst team in football, huh?
Yeah.
30 points scored?
Didn't see this coming.
Not at all.
LA Rams had 13 rookies make their roster. I don't know if I've ever heard of something like that.
No, that's insane.
Like, they're entirely built up of Aaron Donald, Matt Stafford, Cooper Kupp, and then 50 scrubs.
I mean, they said F them picks, and now they had to pick a whole fucking team of rookies.
Yeah. It was like, oh, I said F them first-round picks, but we have 9 sevenths that are very promising.
I think this was the biggest upset of the week. Definitely spread wise, I believe.
Yeah.
I'm at home too, bro.
If you're asking me if I saw Puka Nakua leading all wide receivers in catches and yards, I did not.
Yeah.
I did not know that Kyron Williams was going to come steal the running back one job from Cam Akers and look pretty fantastic. That Matthew Stafford would look like that he has all his arm strength back and can push the ball into tight windows down the field. And I did not see them torturing Seattle's linebackers over and over and over again like they did in this capitulation. Seattle looked bad, man. This was a lay in the egg type performance.
That was horrible. Gino, we're writing you back again.
Uh-oh.
You better write us back. That was stinky. I don't know how to describe that performance that Gino just gave me. I didn't like it.
They weren't good at any phase of the game. Running the ball didn't look good. Stopping a run didn't look good. Stopping a pass over the middle didn't look good. Special teams didn't look good. Like the Seahawks, I don't know when they play next. Maybe it's next Sunday. They got a lot of work to do this week if they want to keep pace with the 49ers, who dismantled the Steelers in their opening game.
That was because Seahawks got Lions at Lions next week, so that's not going to be an easy one either.
Mm-mm.
Good luck, boys.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I don't know. That was ugly, bro. It was just ugly. Not much to say about it. I'm looking forward to week 2 for them, though. They're definitely a team I'm watching that game carefully. Like, I'm on that game. Locked, glued. That's going to be my simulcast or whatever.
Okay.
That game.
I'm
For
with it.
sure. I got to see it. Because they're supposed to be good. But like I said, the 49ers, bro. Why didn't you just get on the bandwagon with me, Garrett? Best team in the NFC West.
I picked them to make the wild card round.
But you disrespected them.
I did.
Winning the West.
I did. They beat down on the Steelers so bad. I mean,
Destroyed.
We are not used to seeing a performance like this from a Mike Tomlin team. It really was eye opening. They got after Kenny Pickett, bro.
Yeah, that was awful.
The run game couldn't get anything going. Kenny Pickett has been pretty anointed this offseason. Not quite to Justin Herbert level, but there are all these people talking about how great Kenny Pickett is going to be and all this other shit.
Yeah, well, he was the best player in the preseason. You know, he got that trophy, best player in the preseason. They got that etched out for him, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. I hope he has it somewhere. He might be moving it from like his trophy room to his garage after seeing this.
Steelers fans.
My man has thrown like 8 touchdowns in fucking 12 games.
Yeah. Bro, and it's not like they're not, shortening the game plan or the playbook. They are letting him go out there and be him. And he's just sucking, But they don't run the ball either, bro. They don't run it well. The pass is just, I don't know. The 49ers are just a tough team to go down against, bro, because their pass rush is crazy. They have a really good defense, so it's hard to say, bro. They're just a really good fucking team, man. And once again, Brock Purdy, another 2-touchdown, 200-yard passing game. I mean, how many games do we need to see until I think he might be the guy?
I mean, Shanahan doesn't even seem like he believes in being the guy. He can't stop talking about your boy from the Jets and the Panthers.
Who?
Who was the quarterback the Jets picked number 2 a couple?
Oh, Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold. Yeah, for all this talk about Brock Purdy, Kyle Shanahan can't stop talking about Sam Darnold.
Maybe he has a crush on him. I don't know. I mean, he's okay. He's a decent quarterback. I think Kyle Shanahan just looks at shitty quarterbacks like how we look at women. We're just like, oh yeah, that's a project. We can get that one. We can set that one up. Take her to the gym. Make it look good. Yeah, we got that one. I mean, he just likes really bad quarterbacks. Trey Lance drafted him first. Who was Garoppolo? Loved him. I mean, how many dudes did we see? We're just like, that's not the guy, and then he turns into something. Every time he has a bad quarterback, but they somehow get 200 yards passing and 2 touchdowns with no picks. Every week.
Well, maybe Kenny Pickett can redeem himself in 3 years in San Francisco.
Absolutely not. There's no fucking way. Look, this game goes to the defense and Christian McCaffrey. All right, that's all. McCaffrey had 150 yards rushing and a touchdown. Brandon Ayuk played well as well.
Yeah,
and their
Brandon
defense just
Ayuk
dominated.
on that long run by McCaffrey. You see him pancake the safety.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Who gets pancaked by a wide receiver?
Ayuk's a big boy, though.
I was like, shit, the Steelers in trouble. As soon as I saw that, I was like, uh-oh. It might be a long season up there in Pittsburgh, like I predicted in our season preview. Keep in mind, Kenny Pickett, 25 years old.
Yeah. No, he's a little older. I don't know. We didn't buy into the Steelers hype, so we're not really, like, surprised. I'm not surprised. I don't know if you're, like, surprised at this game. I'm really not.
Kenny Pickett, older than Tua Tagovailoa.
That's crazy. That's absolutely insane. But also, let me I'll give you this stat as well, though. You got to take into account any game in which Deebo Samuel, Greg Kittle, and Christian McCaffrey start and finish. They've only lost one.
Ooh.
Yeah, they've only lost one. So,
not to mention Hufanga. You know what I mean? They're
the defense.
Yeah, they're Fred Taylor or whatever.
Fred Warner. Thank you. Hufanga, Bosa.
Yeah,
the team is stacked, bro.
All three levels, bro. All three levels.
I mean, yeah.
Steelers found out.
Did you hear your boy Bosa at the end of the press conference?
Mm-mm.
When he was talking about the team, he was just like, "Yeah, man, it's just fun. I mean, like, I don't even have to play that hard. Our team's really good. Like, the team's really good. Like, I don't really have to do anything." He was like, "I just go out there, act like I'm trying to rush the quarterback, and somebody sacks him."
Meanwhile,
it's pretty easy.
TJ Watt has to do everything. He's like, I'm forcing fumbles. I'm getting tackles for loss. I'm dropping back into coverage and slapping balls away. Oh, guess what? We're still going to get fucking 30 hung up on our heads.
Yeah, I feel bad for him, man. He kind of reminds me of, he's way better than this dude, but he reminded me of, like, Clowney when he got drafted by the Browns. I was like, oh, yeah. Or not by the Browns.
Texans.
By, the Texans, yeah. I was like, ooh. He was out there disrupting and shit, but it's like, it's all a meanings to nothing. Like, the team sucked, so it didn't really matter. This is unfortunate. TJ Watt had 3 sacks, bro. And they gave up 30 points still.
Yeah, man. It's going to be a long season up there in Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson out for the season.
Oh, man.
Najee Harris looks like ineffective. I think it's a matter of time before he's replaced by his backup.
You think so?
Yeah.
I mean, he still got 1,000 yards.
Yeah, but he averaged like 3.8 yards a carry.
Yeah, they're just gonna keep running it down. They just the Steelers just love running the ball though. Like, even though they had to pass in this game, but
the Falcons will run it down your throat. The Steelers will let it run down their chin.
dribble.
Right.
Hilarious. I don't know. It was just disappointing. Let's move on.
Yeah.
Let's go to another game.
Speaking of spit takes, USA basketball, Terry, finished 4th in the FIBA World Championships. We went 3-3 in the tournament with losses to Lithuania, Germany, and Canada in the 3rd place game.
Yep.
Who's the biggest culprit for this? Who should I point my finger at first?
Oh, who are we going to blame for this?
Mm-hmm.
The fucking players. They didn't want to play. And this is what happened. We did the same shit last summer. We got lucky. I wasn't last summer, but a couple summers ago, we did the FIBAs, and we got lucky as hell.
And we finished 7th and barely squeaked into the Olympics?
Dude, I thought we won the thing.
No.
We didn't? That wasn't the Tatum Durant team, if I'm not mistaken?
That was the Olympics.
That was the Olympics. Oh, yeah. Jesus.
Yeah,
I don't know. I feel like we got to take FIBA more seriously.
Yeah, the last time we played in FIBA, we had Donovan Mitchell and Brooke Lopez and finished 7th.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, some of these FIBA teams are bad. But did you hear Steve Kerr, though?
No, what'd he say?
He said this FIBA is for development. We don't need the best players for this. This is all about developmental basketball. And I'm just like,
stop it. Oh, stop it. It's not a year-round league. These guys play like fucking 6 games a year for USA basketball. How the hell are you going to develop them?
I don't know. Damn, so we came in 7th? I'm surprised I didn't even remember that shit. I probably just looked at the roster. I was like, oh, we're not going to win. Like,
Yeah.
even when we looked at this one, we were like, there's some dudes that are okay. Like, team-wise, it makes sense. But I guess not. Yo, but I gotta say this before you get into it.
Mm-hmm.
These motherfuckers in these other countries, they be making some tough-ass shots, man. Like, hand in the face, all up in your face, step backs, crazy floaters. Sometimes when I'm watching the games, I'm like, damn, what are you supposed to do? Like when we lost to Germany, this dude didn't miss a three almost. It seemed like the whole fucking game. Schroeder was hitting threes, which you can't do in the NBA because the line is backed up like 2 feet.
Well, maybe
Somehow
you
you can't
can not allow Daniel Tice to get 5 offensive rebounds. Maybe you can make sure that when they miss it, you guys get the possession.
Yeah,
The bigs in this
Ugh.
tournament. I want to start with Jaren Jackson Jr.
He was out the last game versus Canada.
With foul trouble?
No, it's just the game. He didn't play.
That
makes sense, though.
Reigning defensive player of the year. Yeah, it was like yellow cards. He had too many accumulated fouls in the first couple rounds, and they're like, sorry, you're just not eligible.
I mean, plus there's only 5 fouls in these, so I'm sure he was like always in fucking foul trouble. But yeah, he's good though, but he might not work for FIBA. Too many fouls. Keep going though. Sorry.
Yeah, reigning defensive player of the year.
Mm-hmm.
I obviously had my quibbles with that. My man looked. He had a negative impact. I'm just gonna say it. Like on offense, he never rolled to the rim. All he wanted to do was pop out to the 3-point line, but not shoot threes. Pop out of the 3-point line so I can fucking wait there for somebody to come do a dribble handoff with me. The other team not even guarding him. He got in foul trouble, what was it, against Lithuania. He had 3 fouls in the first 4 minutes of the game. Against Germany, it was the same story. If you're not going to be a defensive player of the year type guy, if you can't protect the rim, and Terry, I didn't even talk about his rebounding. Oh, Lord, the lack of rebounding.
Yeah.
If you can't deter people from the rim, if you can't get us possessions, like stop giving them extra possessions and giving up offensive rebounds, if you can't be a threat to score from anywhere outside the restricted area, like what are you offering to this team? Why did we put him on the plane?
You're right. I mean, he was supposed to be the dude, but this is what our game has come to, right? Like, we don't have bigs anymore. At least in America, we don't have bigs. We don't prioritize the post. That shit's been done for damn near 12 years. Like, we really haven't had a actual good big man since, what, Shaq? Like an American? Dwight Howard, I'll give Dwight Howard some credit. He was at least a really good fucking defender and rebounder, and he was a part of some of the teams that won gold medals as well. But we just don't have a lot of bigs, man. And if we can't, straight up, if we cannot convert Joel Embiid, because like you said, we tried the Brook Lopez project. I totally forgot that he played it with that team, and we came at 7th when him as the big man. If we can't convert Joel Embiid and try to get him to play, I don't even know if the Avengers that we're trying to call up is going to win the gold fucking medal, bro.
Yeah,
because you're just going to get bullied on the block.
I'm sure Anthony Davis can't wait to sign up for 10 extra games playing center. I'm sure he'll be super receptive to that.
Yeah, it was tough.
We need to make like a light, like they had the bat sign in Batman, and they turned the light up and put the bat sign in the clouds.
Yeah,
we need to make one of those, but with a picture of Shirley Temples, and do whatever it takes to get Joel Embiid to join this team.
To get Embiid back.
Yeah.
Oh man,
I don't want to hear the we didn't bring our best guys excuse. I don't want to fucking hear it, man.
But we never bring him for FIBA though.
Yeah, Tyrese Maxey didn't play for Germany. Luka
got German.
Yeah, dude, he was ready to go, and Dennis Schroeder said, "I don't want you on the team. This is my team." And then he stayed at home. What is it?
Whoa, he's probably gonna play with the Olympics, and that's gonna be a fucking problem.
Yeah, man. Serbia didn't have Jokic. They made it all the way to the finals, farther than us.
They got some big boys. Yo, Serbia's got some really tall dudes. Oh my god,
it's like,
Lithuania's decent.
Luka got thrown out of the tournament. He'll be back. It's
Shout out Dylan Brooks.
Don't give me. Yeah, Canada didn't have Jamal Murray. Like everybody had guys who they didn't take. I don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah, but I mean, like-
we had the best team in terms of talent, and these guys came out here.
Just
And-
because they play in the NBA, though, some of those dudes suck. Like, no offense to Walker Kessler, no offense to Josh Hart. You know, great fucking role player, but he's not like I swear to God, I would rather take a star in Euro basketball than Josh Hart. Like, the star from Euro is probably way better than Josh Hart is. Maybe even Austin Reeves. I mean, some of these dudes don't even start on the fucking NBA teams.
Austin,
I can't just
Austin
say
Reeves
we
is
have
another
the
one.
best roster.
Austin Reeves is another one. They just hunted him. They just hunted him and
Dylan Brooks.
and posted him up. And he wasn't the only one who got hunted. Your boy Jalen Brunson, Terry.
He's a bad defender. That shit was awful.
Jalen Brunson was why is he penciled in Penn in the starting lineup? Like, you know, he's Michael Jordan on the dream team.
It's got to be the shoes.
Every time Tyrese Halliburton came in a game, it's like, oh, we're playing faster. We're more connected.
Yeah.
We're getting out in transition. The ball isn't sticking as much. Then
Yeah.
Jalen Brunson comes in here. Let me run this pick and roll. Let me get down on the block. Let me do a bunch of pump fakes and post moves and footwork against the defender who's 6 inches taller than me.
Yeah, I don't. Euro's not his game. Euro's definitely not his game.
And last but not least, Brandon Ingram.
Oof, awful. Probably the worst of everyone, honestly.
Yeah, you need not to have those USA letters on your chest again. Period. You blew it.
Hey, Bobby
we're-
Portis probably shouldn't have played either, to be
Yeah.
honest.
But you know, I wasn't expecting Bobby Portis to go out there and dominate. I was expecting him
Bro.
to go in when Jaren Jackson's in foul trouble and elbow somebody in the mouth and pop his eyeballs out at the refs trying to get calls. Like, that's
Dude.
what I expected.
I was. You know what a BBL is, right? Of course.
Yep. Do I know? I'm about to get
This
one.
dude- I heard somebody was flaming Bobby Portis, and they said he had an IBBL. An IBBL is fucking hilarious, bro.
What does the
I
I
can't
stand for?
No, like EYE. His eyes have a BBL.
Oh my god!
I was like, you're not getting it if you're not laughing. That
Oh,
shit's crazy.
man.
Yeah, but I will say, like, this kind of put some of my NBA player ratings in perspective. Like, Cam Johnson was shitty, like
Yeah.
really shitty. I don't even think was Brandon Ingram hurt for the last Canada game, or they just didn't play him
No, they
because
just
he
didn't.
didn't.
They just didn't play him. They're like, we've
He
seen
didn't play
enough.
a single minute. Yeah, Cam Johnson was bad, like legitimately bad. Portis unplayable almost. Paulo was okay. And of course, he's what, like 20 years old.
Yeah,
You know?
the brightest spot of the team was a 20-year-old dude who's never played center before playing
Yeah.
center.
And
Like-
he should have been in Italy, to be honest. We're lucky. We're very lucky we got him. He was like the 5th best player on the fucking roster.
Man. So before this tournament started, we said, is this our A, B, C, or D team? And then we talked about how many players from this roster we would take to the Olympics.
Yeah.
I think we should revisit that.
Because we said Jaren Jackson, Edwards, Bridges, right?
Yep.
And Paulo.
I think I had Halliburton too.
Yeah,
And
I'd take him.
I think there was maybe one other guy.
I think that's it.
I think this list is down to
Edwards.
Tyrese Halliburton and maybe Anthony Edwards, depending on.
Maybe. What?
Yeah,
He's
I mean-
good.
he didn't exactly cover himself in glory the last 2 games. I mean, we can get a lot of people to go out there and take 25 shots in 18 minutes
Well, if
And-
you
and-
actually
and-
bring the best players and he comes off the bench, like
and
he's
not
he's
defend anybody.
Well, he'd be a good like 8th, 9th man.
Yeah,
Like, if we actually bring
because
our best
he
players.
was so receptive to that when Steve Kerr pitched it originally for this
Bro,
tournament.
of course, he's not going to play behind Bridges and Reeves and Brunson. Like, that's silly.
Yeah.
Damn, I can't believe you're saying no Ant Edwards. That's funny.
I'm just saying I'm not writing it. I mean, he doesn't have a guaranteed spot. He might still make the team,
Whoa.
but he doesn't have a guaranteed spot.
Do you think Dylan Brooks outplayed him?
At times,
You think? I know SGA is just good. I legitimately think SGA is better than Ant Edwards. I do like Ant, but I think SGA is better than him.
yeah,
Just from seeing all this,
especially
but,
right now.
yeah. I mean, coming into it, I was like, I think Ant's better than SGA, but now I'm like, oh, eesh. I mean, I know Schroeder's not better than Ant, but Schroeder just plays well for Germany. Damn, bro, no Ant, dude. I think I'd probably still take Bridges, Jackson, and Edwards, and May, Halliburton, and fuck is tough, man. I don't know. Like, who's left, bro?
We're gonna have to turn this whole roster over.
Nobody. I mean, because who's gonna come? Who's gonna come? LeBron.
Well, that's my next question. If you had 3 guys who you could pick to add to this team, who would they be?
3 guys to add to this team?
Like to add for the Olympics.
Oh, from this team?
Yeah, like after you see them, they get dropped out. We get 4th place. Who are the first 3 calls that you're making? Like, who are those calls to be like, hey, we need you here for the Olympics?
Joel Embiid is number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Tatum would probably be number 2.
I like it. Can defend, has size, shot making.
Yeah. And then Steph. Steph would be 3.
I love the list. I love the list. I
It's
agree
gotta
with
be
all
those
of them.
3. Yeah.
Steph,
What about for you?
you know he's never played in Olympics?
Yeah. Injuries, man. He played in FIBA though.
Yeah. I think Steph, he should be the guy on the team. You know what I mean?
Is it because he has Under Armour shoes or what?
That always could be a contributing factor. You know how
They better cut that shit out when it comes to the next Olympics, or we're gonna lose.
that's fast.
Because we won the last 5 gold medals, right? Or is it 4? I think we won 5 gold medals straight, like Olympics, because we lost.
What was it? 2008 was the first one. So 2008, 2012, 2016, 2020. Yep. This will be the 5th if we win
so this will be the 5th one. Yeah, so we got 4 straight. Man, bro, can we just do it and then be out of here? What's the roster?
Okay,
12.
Let's start with Steph Curry.
That's 1.
Jimmy Butler.
Ooh, that's 2. 2-way player.
LeBron James.
Okay, that's 3.
Joel Embiid.
That's 4. If we can get him, I don't know if we can, but that'll be 4.
Devin Booker.
5.
Kevin Durant.
6.
Jason Tatum.
7.
Bam Adebayo.
8.
I said I'd put Halliburton in there, so let's put Halliburton.
9.
Mikal Bridges.
Shaky, but I'll give you 10.
Then we probably need
2 more.
Another point guard. I would probably take De'Aaron Fox.
That'd be 11. Oof. Fox. That's tough. I don't even know.
Hey man, we need to get going in transition. Like we
Is
didn't have anybody who like made teams adjust to us and how like we're playing offense. Like Steph Curry, you single-handedly are going to change how teams defend you. De'Aaron Fox is like the other side of that coin. Like if y'all aren't getting back when that shot goes up in transition, there's about to be a blur whizzing right past you.
Because you don't like Ja at all, but if I'm thinking
he's out. He's not. He cannot be considered for this.
That's what I'm saying. But if I'm thinking like Nike shoe, fast dude, and somebody who can't fucking defend at all, because Fox isn't really good at defense. He tries. Ja's not. Trey's not good at D. Trae Young, that is. And then besides that, I mean,
Anthony Davis. I'll add Anthony Davis to that.
Oh yeah, he'd be 11. And then you got one more.
That's a tough one, man.
I think once you get those guys,
maybe Anthony Edwards, maybe a bigger like switchable.
No
forward
Draymond.
center. I definitely think he's in consideration. You know what I mean? I think
This-
a sneak as well, who hasn't been talked about at all, is Kevon Looney. You know, we're getting manhandled on the boards.
I'd rather have fucking JaVale McGee.
Oh no! Come on.
Jaren Jackson Jr. Now he got bodied. Who's the biggest body we got? Miles Turner? Drummond?
Yucks! Yuck!
We
None
got
of
some really bad big men.
none of those.
God, we might have to reevaluate this big man shit during the NBA season. When it gets closer, we're gonna have to look at it seriously. But that's a competitive 12, though. Like, it's not easy to just pick 12 because I'm still kind of shaky about Mikal because he's weak as fuck.
Yeah, but he fits in good next to star players. Like he can star in his role and be very efficient, only taking 5 shots in a game. And
What about Jaylen Brown?
no,
I feel like I would take Brown personally over Bridges. That's just me, though.
yeah, I would not.
You're gonna have to beat me out. Or Paul George. What about Paul George or Kawhi? No.
Nah, we need somebody who's gonna play.
Ooh, that'd be
I'll-
disrespectful.
I'll take LeBron James over both of them.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm taking LeBron over
I'm taking
all the
Jimmy.
wings.
I'm taking Jimmy Butler and Jason Tatum over both of them.
Yeah,
I'm taking
Over all
I'm
the
taking
wings.
Kevin Durant over both of them.
yeah. Because I think LeBron out of all the wings, I probably would take him over almost everybody except for maybe like. Got to see KD's health and then Tatum, but everybody else, I think I'd take LeBron over anybody else pretty much for the most part. And he'll be 40 at that point when the Olympics start, which would be crazy. It'd be fucking insane. And if they make a deep run, he might not play much, but I don't know. What if we need LeBron? That'd
So-
be fucking insane.
We do need LeBron. Did you not watch? We certainly
Yeah, but
need
if-
LeBron.
If you get the best of the best, I don't know if we necessarily like actually need him to do significant things though. Like that team would be ridiculous.
At least LeBron's not going to get bullied by Daniel Tice. I can tell you that.
Yeah, that's true. Look, the only thing I'll say is whatever we do, just film the practices. That's all I want to see.
Right.
Film the tryouts. Just film the tryouts. Because if we're not even talking about like Trae Young or Donovan Mitchell or Ja, like I really want Ja to just go to see how shitty he is.
No,
I just want to see the film.
you cannot represent the USA internationally. You're out.
When did you come this hard stance, USA guy? We can't. No Ja? What about Ja?
Also, they're like a whole bunch of guards I would take him anyway. So I'd take Lillard before Ja. I'd take Trae
You
Young
take
before Ja. I'd take Donovan Mitchell before Ja. I'll take De'Aaron Fox before Ja.
Chris Paul?
No.
Okay, just making sure.
I'll
I just wanna know.
take Trae Young before Ja.
You taking Darius Garland before Ja?
Nah, Darius Garland is he's within the Brandon Ingram pool of non-consideration.
Ooh wee. So you taking Brunson before Ja? Is that what you said?
No.
Oh, okay.
Brunson's done as well. We've seen
What
it.
about Bradley Beal?
No. You're done, son.
Got it.
So to
Got
recap, the bigs, we'd have Embiid,
Bam.
Bam,
Anthony Davis.
Anthony Davis, possibly Draymond Green, playing some 4 and
Yeah.
5.
We'll see. We'll see.
Wings, we'd have
Tatum.
Tatum. We'd have Kevin Durant.
Yep.
We'd have Jimmy Butler.
Yep.
We'd
That's
have
7.
We'd have LeBron James.
And that's 8.
And then the
And Bridges. You said Bridges as well.
Bridges as well.
So that'd be
that's-
9 players.
That's 9.
Then it'd be 3 guards.
That's it. You only get 12.
Yeah, I think it's 12. I don't think you get 15.
Yikes. Well,
Yeah.
then the 3 guards, we got Steph, we got Booker, and we got Halliburton. That's the team.
Shout out Halliburton. So you don't think Paolo's gonna make the next team? That'd be interesting if he doesn't. That means we really brought a great team if he didn't make the next team.
Listen, we only brought him so that he can't play for Italy ever. We did this so that we don't have to worry about Italy in the Olympics, not to bolster
that's-
our team.
That's true. Gallinari, Paolo Banchero, that'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. Fuck. You're right. I mean, he ended up being like one of our top players, which is funny. I think he'd still be in consideration just because of his age. Because they're going to take. I think they're going to take a young dude. If it's Ant or Paolo or whoever, one of those young dudes always ends up like on the team for the Olympics.
Evan Mobley.
Ooh. He's so fucking weak, man.
Yeah, his game does not translate to the international stage, I would say.
Nah, I'm scared.
That's a hell of a team. That's only 2 guys from this current roster. At the beginning, Terry, I said I would take 6. I called a B team. In retrospect, Terry, I have to admit, you were right. I was wrong. This was a D team. And they had...
this team was horrible.
Yeah, this is not our best.
And no Dame?
No Dame.
It could be more than 12 though, because I see 10 dudes who played in the last game versus Canada, and I don't see Walker Kessler, Brandon Ingram, and oh no, there's Jaren Jackson. No, it's only 2 dudes. No, it's only 12, bro. Fuck, that's tough.
Well,
that's gonna be really tough to cut some really good players, bro.
Sorry,
I mean,
Dame.
we might be cutting a
Sorry, De'Aaron Fox. Man. Sorry, Ja. Sorry, James Harden. Sorry, Jaylen Brown. Sorry, Trae Young. Wow. Sorry, Anthony Edwards. Sorry, Paul George. Sorry, Jalen Brunson.
Kawhi.
Sorry, Brandon Ingram. Sorry, Kawhi.
Know your worth, boys. That's a good. Hey, that's the B. The B team might win it all too. That's hilarious.
Darius Garland. I'm not sorry.
Yeah, but that's all she wrote for right now, man. That's it. Good luck, boys. That's all I gotta say. Hey, please, I want that doc. I'll watch that doc. Make the doc, LeBron.
We need some players with the fighting spirit, Terry.
I gotta take Ant.
Which is why they may consider Kevin Porter Jr.
Oh my god. Eventual line step brother week. What a transition. That's crazy.
Thank you so much, sir. Yeah, Kevin Porter Jr. got sent home from the Cavs, and he was not allowed to be part of the team because he had anger issues.
Yeah.
Then he went to the Rockets and got in a food fight in the locker room and was throwing food and soup at people. Last night, he was arrested for felony assault and strangulation charges after he left his girlfriend with a fractured neck vertebrae and a deep cut above her right eye. Yeah. According to witnesses, he didn't stop beating her until she was running and screaming bloodied through the lobby of the hotel.
Crazy.
How long is it going to take before the Charlotte Hornets sign Kevin Porter Jr.?
Oh, my God. Oof. Isn't Bridges on the 30-game suspension, though?
He only has 10 games left because he served 20 last season, according to the NBA.
Yo, the NBA is so soft with these suspensions these days, bro. What the hell? That's insane. Nah, I think he's out a year. What do you think?
He needs to just be out. Like, I'm getting really sick and tired of this shit. If it's one thing, if you're like a star player who's bringing in like 4 times the value of your contract, like Kobe did back in the day, like LeBron is now.
Yeah.
If you're a guy who could have been cut from the team before you assaulted your girlfriend, you have no business coming back to the league. Go play in Turkey. Go play in Lithuania. I don't want to see him back in the NBA again, man.
Make a stance, man.
It's one thing to overlook like character issues if you're a top shelf blue chip talent. He is not. I don't want to see Kevin Porter Jr. play NBA basketball again. Period. That's how I feel.
I'd be cool with that. I don't think they're going to do it, but realistically, what do you actually think it'll be? Year? 40 games? 60?
Yeah, he'd get suspended 20 games and then take Kai Jones's place on the Hornets.
20 games would be crazy. Like, I think, what did y'all get? 30?
He got 25.
25?
Bridges got 30.
Ah, man. 50? If he doesn't go for a season, that'd be crazy.
Is this really worse than what Javaris Crittenton and Gilbert Arenas did? Or is this really
this
is worse?
Different commissioners, though.
Yeah, maybe he needs to take a page from David Stern's book and start laying this fucking hammer down some.
Yeah, I agree. It's just he's kind of soft, lenient. I'd say
Yeah.
lenient. I don't think he's soft. He's just
And I gotta
lenient.
say, I was sickened by like the public's response to this.
What they say?
Finding some way to blame this woman. Finding saying
wow.
shit about we gotta wait for all the facts to come out. He's innocent until proven guilty. All this other shit.
Yeah.
You know, she could have hit him first. You're a fucking 6'6" NBA player, bro. I don't give a damn if she hits you first. I had a girlfriend who hit me once in an argument. You know what I did, Terry?
Walked off.
I broke up with her on the spot.
Broke her back.
I said,
Nah, yeah.
I said, get the fuck out of my apartment and out of my life.
Yeah, no, that's facts. I've done the same shit. I
Yeah,
had somebody do that shit to me. I was like, all right, we're out of here.
there's no situation that I can envision that would condone him doing this. None.
No, but yeah, phew. Every now and then we'll get into discussions like this, but I think the public is kind of used to shit like this now, bro. Because like you're starting to see it, on like videos and stuff, like online on Twitter or X now or whatever you want to call it, like Twitter, Facebook. You'll just see shit like this on YouTube. Like, I don't. It's kind of scary, but I think like dudes are just like, hey man, if she hit him first, fuck it, and it's not. I don't like it. I really don't like it.
Yeah, maybe if you're dating an MMA fighter and you're afraid for your life.
Well,
If-
that was the big.
if-
That's the
if-
big one, though, bro. The Dana White one. That's the one. That's the Kickstarter. Did it publicly. I mean, he's damn near the commissioner or whatever you want to call him of UFC. Absolutely nothing happened to him.
Yeah, well, he's like, I'm my own boss. I'm sweeping this under my own rug. Like,
yeah, but like even the public are just like, I mean, he did it. Whatever. Like I don't know. I just thought it was going to be more. Like people would like not watch the UFC or shit like that. But I don't know, that was the one.
You wish. You know what I
In
mean?
public, bro. It was
What?
just in public.
I
Like
can,
at a
I can see
party.
Dana White getting his ass beat by a girl before Kevin Porter Jr.
Yeah, I don't know, man. He's going to play another game in the NBA, so unfortunately, your boy Silver is just, I don't know. I want to work for the NBA one day, so I'm not going to call him a pussy, but he is soft. That's all I can say. Just not a very hard guy.
Get him gone. Out of here, man. Out of here. I don't want to see him again. Take him out of 2K. You shouldn't even be allowed to sign him as a
Ooh.
free agent.
Ronnie 2K.
Yeah, if you really want to hurt him, take him out the game. For all the players who are suspended for domestic violence, remove them from video games. So
FIFA's done that.
They can't even sit at their house and play with them.
Yeah, FIFA's done that before.
Yeah, let's take a page out of FIFA's book for once.
I don't know. Go for it, man.
Do you think there's a team that would sign him if he serves a suspension? I'm kind of halfway serious about this Hornets shit. They embrace Bridges back with open arms. Book Knight has gotten 4 DUIs in 3 seasons, and they continue to hang on to him. Kai Jones is going on IG Live dissing all his own teammates. What's
Yeah,
more?
I saw
One
that.
more crazy cook in this kitchen. What's one more derelict joining this franchise? Because apparently that's all they care about.
With everything,
It's not winning basketball games.
No, they suck.
It's not
Yeah.
making the playoffs. It's not winning a playoff series. They haven't done that in 30 years.
Well, we know they don't care about that.
Right. So
we've
why don't you
been on
just
that.
go about your mission of collecting the worst human beings in the NBA?
Damn. Yo, this shit got you pissed off, huh?
It's just so inexcusable. And I'm so sick of people caping for these athletes and like making
Yeah.
excuses, being like, we don't know the full story. Let's wait for the facts to come out. He's innocent until proven guilty. She probably started it. We don't know what she said to precipitate this. Who gives a fuck?
So you're
It's
saying
not
like
relevant.
I'm sure like if she was attacking him with a weapon or some shit or like
Right.
shooting at him with a gun. Yeah. But
If you're not in fear for your life, this is not an excusable thing.
I'm
to do.
gonna just tell you guys something right now. I had like this one chick was like tried to hit me with a bat. I just caught the bat
Right.
and took it out of her hands. like that. There's no need for me to punch her. Like at that point, it's done. There's no like. I'd have to be sleeping. I'd have to be dead ass asleep and just being attacked for me to like hit a girl in the face.
You'd have to wake up and she got scissors around your dick.
I mean, like I'd have to be in such a vulnerable state. But like, even if I hear stuff like this, my automatic thing isn't like, "What did she do?" I'm just like, "Damn, this guy's a piece of shit." That's the first. That's my first thought. Like, this guy's a piece of shit.
The whole thing precipitated because she locked him out of their hotel room. He had hotel security come let him back in, and then as soon as he bursts through the door, he just starts whipping her ass.
Yeah, well, you already know. We got to get video because the Miles Bridges situation, there was no video, right?
No, there wasn't video. But you know what
I
think?
Gotta get that Ray Rice video, bro. Gotta get that Ray Rice video. Go ahead.
I think the NBA needs to have like a special security force provision written into the law somewhere. They need to have some way to protect victims of like their own players' violence. You cannot continue to let like NBA players beat their wives or girlfriends' ass like in front of their kids, break neck bones, and then let them intimidate them out of going to trial in 9 months. Like, this process cannot continue. There should be some type of NBA witness protection shit where, you know what, we'll give you LeBron. I know you got 1 billion bodyguards. Like, they got some friends, right? Like, can we protect these victims so they don't get Greg Hardied and they don't show up to court? Or Miles Bridges and don't show up to court? Because you know that's where this is going. He's going to find her again. He's going to threaten her again. And she's going to get scared. And he's going to get probation. And I'm fucking sick of it. We need to start protecting these women. And if they don't start protecting them, it's not going to do anything but damage the league and the NBA's brand.
Yeah, I believe you, man. I don't know. It's unfortunate, bro. But I don't know if much is going to happen. It should, though. Is the NBA like the least, though, as far as like these things happening? Because it's not like a violent sport or anything like that.
Well, it's also probably the smallest league.
Yeah, no, that's true. But they usually do take a bigger stance in forms of like justice as far as like crimes and just certain things, social justice, criminal activity, shit like that. Usually, but I don't know. Your boy Adam Silver's kind of letting us down in instances like this.
Yeah, he was off to a hot start. We all loved how he was a players commissioner.
Oh, Donald Sterling.
Yeah, dude, you're not the head of the NBA PA. You're the commissioner of the entire league. You should not be buddy-buddy with all the players. You should not always be doing what's in their best interest in mind. It needs to be the league as a whole. And if they don't protect these women and they don't find like some way to disincentivize players from like doing this and keep getting away from it, then it's going to continue to happen.
Yeah.
Like,
it sucks.
You can lifetime ban this guy.
They should. There's no reason for him to come back in the league.
That might just stop the next one.
Yeah, well, that's what I was saying. I think I said something similar to this when Miles Bridges did the shit. But like, I don't know. You can kind of tell by the way I'm talking now that like they let Miles Bridges back. So I'm not even like, as mad as you are right now because I'm just like, well, I already kind of fucking know what they're gonna do.
Because you've already lost so much confidence in them to do anything about it that you're like, now this is expected that you let them get away with it and do nothing.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want. You can hit women. You can have 60 pounds of weed like Markel. Or what was his name?
Montrezl Harrell. Yeah.
60 pounds of fucking drugs. I mean, NBA Wild Wild West, baby. Do whatever the fuck you want. Get away with it and come back and play again. Make millions.
Shout out to Spencer Haywood. Well, guys,
I don't know.
Thank you for kicking it with us on another episode of the Habitual Line Steppers podcast. We'll be back Friday to preview some of the NFL games ahead, recap the week that was, and give the people what they want. Until then, North Carolina, continue to stand up.
Charlotte, sit down. Peace.
Facts. Thank
Thank you for listening to our podcast this evening. Thank you. You're far too kind.